we're going to, since everybody's settled, we're going to have Mr. Yell do his thing with the thank yous, and then what we'll do from there is we'll do the dessert and do the film while you guys are eating. So I want to turn it over to Mr. Yell, the Booster Club president.
Hey guys. All right, can I just say that PHS football moms rock? I don't know, when I took over this role of president, I was succeeding a legend, and didn't think I could do it, but really the way everything always gets done is through the moms. And geez, there's so many people to thank, and we're going to take a couple of them right now. So could Kim Dorman-Schroeder come up, please? Kim is our apparel expert and does all the communication from all the emails that you get from the PHS boosters, which we know that nobody is putting in their trash bins, should read those. Kim is the person who does all this. So thank you very much, Kim. You did a great job this year. And the other good thing about this list is most everybody's going to be back next year or so, but not to say we don't need your help too. The next two come as a pair, and you never see one without the other. And they're really the reason why we're in the black this year for the boosters. And that's Wendy and Julie, Wendy Johnson and Julie Harrison. Thank you so much. You guys can't imagine how much time these guys put into it. I honestly don't know when they sleep.
We don't.
I wrote that to Julie earlier this week, and she says, actually, I don't sleep. I have no Christmas presents purchased yet, and my house is a mess. So that's how you do it, I guess. Also stepping up this year was Diane White. Can you come up? A party for everybody earlier this year for the boosters, and has been intimately involved in the apparel. So thank you very much. All right, did Abby make it today? Abby Lee? Abby took it on herself this year to do a community service on the concession stand. So we wouldn't have been able to execute the way we did without Abby. Thank you very much. All right, biggest for last here, I guess. Most important for last. I think Melody has been with the football program now for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. We're not sure. She predates everybody else in the Boosters Club, and. Your children get served every Saturday morning of every football game and scrimmage, and every evening when we have a football evening from the efforts of Melanie. And Melanie did an outstanding job this year, as she always did, in collecting everybody, getting everybody together, getting everybody organized, dealing with the high school administration to make sure that we're all set up in here for breakfast on Saturday morning. Getting here at like ungodly hours, like 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday for early games. Because Coach Gardner really likes to be prepared, so we're here extra early. So could Melanie go up? Melanie, good job. You know, I botched this earlier this year, and in the football program, she was listed as Melanie Johnson. And it's not Melanie Johnson, it's Melanie Tucker. So, Melanie Johnson Tucker, thank you very much. We have other thank yous, other non-parent thank yous. Just one more just for me from all you, to all you guys. We really appreciate you guys volunteering. There's always a core are very important people, and there's other people that didn't want to get acknowledged this evening too, but we should thank them. And you know, we have that core, that's great, but really that's only part of the story. We need to make sure that everybody gets involved. And you know, a couple of Saturdays in your falls can really make this program work really well. And I think your kids would really appreciate it too. I think it takes a lot of people to raise children, and the more you can get involved in the program, the more you can get involved in other kids' lives and help them as they develop into young men and young women. So thanks a lot, everybody, and I look forward to everybody volunteering again next year. This was a good experience for me, so thanks.
All right, thank you. Don't go too far, Mr. Young. We have two gifts that we would like to give from the football coach, from the team and from the coaching staff. And first thing is a football signed by all the coaches. You can rub off the ink and use it with the boys if you want. And then here's also a card from me, just a little something extra. I really appreciate everything you've done. We worked, you know, for Mr. Yell and myself, it's both our first year down already, and it flew by, and we did a lot of communicating via email and phone, trying to organize, get things, what do you think about this, what do you think about that? And I think we did a pretty good job for our first year together, and it went fast, and I look forward to many more. Yep. Thank you. I personally would like to thank the Booster Club, especially Ms. Tucker, for everything you've done with all the breakfasts in the past. This year, we greatly appreciate it. The Booster Club with the concession stand and getting gifts and endless amount of time you have put in organizing for this great banquet. Thank you very much, and guys, let's give everybody the Booster Club a round of applause. We're going to call the managers up, and the first manager we'd like to call up is Mike Rice. Mike? That's right. Mike did tell me that he was leaving to go to a dance. I don't know if he was going to try to make it back. I said, don't worry about it by the time it's done. But Mike came out and helped us for this year, was his first year out, and he definitely helped the kids and the team with getting water and uniforms whenever we needed that. And we have a little card here and a windbreaker. So that goes to Mike. Next, we'd like to call Rachel. Rachel. We have you get to pick the size, okay? We have two,
We go to small.
okay, we have, what we're giving the managers are PHS football windbreaker. Here's this. So Rachel was, this is her fourth year that she was a manager. Her and Sam alike, both 4 years, and they have done a great job. Sam, come on up too. Sam, what size would you like?
Small.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's a small what I gave you. I just picked one up.
Yeah, it's small.
All right. What was that?
Thank
Okay.
you, sir. Thank you.
All right. So going back, both Sam and Rachel were here managers for the last 4 years, and I can't thank you guys enough, especially from the coaching staff. You guys have done a great job, especially to take a headache from us of not getting the uniforms together. They were like the two moms on the team. Guys, you're lucky you have managers like these two up here to wash your uniforms for every game. That's a tremendous job. And not only that, they were out on the practice field checking in. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? We really appreciate everything you guys done, and we thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do, David Klingus and Tom Controlla put this film together. It's shorter than the past, but you got to understand they got it with about a week to do on top of all schoolwork. So I haven't seen it yet. None of us have seen it yet. Mr. Gallagher is the teacher for both those students. Where's David? David Klingus. David, raise your hand. All right. So we're going to get this thing started, and then after we watch the highlight film, we'll call seniors and parents back up for dessert, and then juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. Okay? Ms. Coe did a great job for the treatment for our players, taping our players, getting them ready in a very, very fast time, especially since she's by herself, to get them out to practice so that they did not miss that much time. And we really appreciate everything that you do, and for that we have a nice bouquet of flowers for you. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Coe. Give her a round of applause, Ms. Coe. Thank you! All right, now we're going to start with the cheerleaders, and Coach Goldsmith is going to take it over from here.
Good evening, everybody. Coach Kelsey has asked me to step up in her absence tonight. It was her birthday weekend, so she already had a dinner planned. She's sorry for her absence.
She wants someone else to
Coach Kelsey gave me that information, so I'm going to announce it. As we see, for those of you who have been to the cheerleading competition this past November 20th, our girls did an excellent job in first place in their division. Let's get a round of Just like the men that we have that play for us throughout the year, they come here a little bit before us in August, and they put a lot of work into the season, not only physically, but then they also mentally have to deal with our players come psych week every single day on the weekends. Yeah. They got, this kind of rule this week and that kind of rule this week. They did a great job adjusting to everything. They do tremendous amount of decorating work. They're kind of like part-time decorators on Thursday evening, Friday evening, whatever it is. These guys are hustling to the main office come Friday morning. They want to see what they get, and these girls go out, they spend their piggy bank accounts, they do everything. It's a great job that they do. So again, we can't ask for the hard work, enough hard work that they do for the program. When we call up to the people, just like the players with all the seniors, it's tough to see them go. They've been here for 4 years. Some of the families have been here even longer if they have older siblings that played for the program. So it's a great accomplishment for them and all the hard work that they do. I don't think this is any particular order. Come up as I call your name. First one's going to be Fiona Farrell. Next one's Ashley Alfano. Erica Flory. Mary Goldstein. Kyra Harris. Shada McClure. Catherine Morgan. Hope Morgan. Hope had a little early. Emma Rosen. Thank you. Emily Shea. I see it. I don't see it anymore. All right, the next one's going to be Melissa Urias. Megan Pollack. Carly Kleinbart.
Not here.
Then on to our seniors, Chelsea Henderson. There are two captains who put a lot of work into the program as well over the past 4 years, especially with the Princeton family who's done a lot of work on the sidelines as well. We're going to miss them tremendously, and that's first one's Rihanna Cretney. one more round of applause to our 2010 cheerleaders.
We have one announcement.
Yeah, one quick announcement. June 24th, mark it on your calendars, is the 2011 golf outing. So we have a professional this year who's going to be organizing that. Not that Ernie wasn't a professional. We have somebody that named Mark Rutsky who's stepping up to help us out this year with that. So put it on your calendar, find a foursome, and take a day off from golfing. Take a day off from work golf.
Start asking around for that. It's one of our biggest events. Seriously, if everyone gets out there, at least gets one golfer, it does a lot for the program. All right, it's a really big thing for us, so go ahead and push it as much as you can.
We talked a lot about the seniors on senior night, so we won't go too in detail about this, but we just want to recognize them for all the hard work they've done this year. They led us to a first place season, and we really couldn't have gotten there without any of them. So we just want you all to recognize and commend Brian and Zinga and Laura and Chelsea for all the hard work they've done, and we have a few gifts for them. So.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to announce the captains. And the captains for the 2011 cheerleading season are Miriam Goldstein, Ashley Alfano, and Megan Pollack. Congratulations, ladies, and good luck next year.
All right, now we're going to move on. Before we get to all the awards, I'd just like to give like a year in review. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. That was the first quote that I gave the players the first day of double sessions. Well, not really double sessions anymore. 3-hour day, 5-hour day on August 17th. And this quote was given to the players, and each day after that, there was a new one. What I was trying to hope was that 1, 2, maybe 3 of these quotes would stick. We actually, every day during preseason, we would write these quotes down, and they kept track. Some of you guys might remember a few, some of you might only remember one. The whole point was I was hoping that one of those quotes were big enough impact that you can carry through life. And the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender is definitely one that you can carry through. This year was filled with ups and downs, goods and bads, and a roster filled with players that have never played varsity before. An outsider might think that this not winning a game during a season is considered unsuccessful, but I would disagree. There were many positives that can be taken from the season, which I would like to point out now. Starting off in the summer, we had a very good turnout with the summer. We had at least 60 kids show up in the summer. Unfortunately, some of them were only once, which needs to be fixed. But overall, there were a lot of kids working hard in the weight room, lifting the weights, throwing the weights around for each other. And after that, we would go outside and run around and do some sprints and run some plays to get ready for the season. Then came preseason, went through, we had a pretty good preseason, and then we had our quad scrimmage at Nutley High School. To tell you the truth, and I think the players would agree, that we left there feeling pretty good. We didn't know what to expect considering it was our first scrimmage, new coach, young players, and I think we left there feeling pretty good. After that, we came back home. We had our PHS quad scrimmage, and we went against some teams that were playoff caliber teams. And we know Timber Creek was one of them, and they were a tough team. They were good, but it was a good experience. And then the other two teams, Belleville and Wequag, were two solid teams that I think we did very well against. So that was definitely some momentum going in to our game scrimmage, which was against Montgomery. Get to face those guys twice. So at our game scrimmage against Montgomery, if you look at the first half alone, it was 14-0. It's not a bad score considering it was against a tough school like Montgomery. So now it came to our first game of the season at home against Northern Burlington. We could not have gotten off to a better start if you think back to that game when we won the toss, got the ball, the first drive of the 2010 season, we go right down the field and score a touchdown. That was huge. Unfortunately, that was really the only highlight positive from that game. We did our best, definitely, to hang in there until the end. Second game, we moved on to second game was Burlington. It was only 7-0 after the first quarter. Burlington Township, another out of Mercer County school team that we played. 7-0 after the first quarter against a very